Or day 0 actually of the trip, and 4 of us have reached the airport. This is Devjit, this is Kanda, this is some woman, I don't know, and this is some man. Soumya, Shruti and Ruchi are yet to reach.
About to reach, we don't know when.
Yeah, probably Soumya is sleeping, so
maybe tomorrow.
Wake up, Soumya. Maybe he will call us in Manali.
yeah.
Then I've got a.
हाँ पूरा directly आ जाओ.
Direct आ जाओ.
अरे आप लोग उधर डायरेक्टली आ जाए. सजना है मुझे सजना के लिए. Look who has come
मैंने
finally.
क्या बोला था 4 बजे पहुंचना है. टाइम देखो 4 बजा.
क्या 4 बज रही है? ये 4:12.
अरे हम आपके
जल्दी
12 मिनट.
At the dawn of the 30th of August, we embarked on our first ever trip to Ladakh. As the plane flew over the clouds, we could barely contain our sheer excitement over the coming week-long trip. We took a taxi from Chandigarh airport that would take us to our first overnight halt, Manali. On the way, we stopped at a typical Punjabi dhaba where we stuffed a lot of parathas, put on a lot of weight and gazed at the vast green fields of rice in sheer awe. The 8-hour drive to Manali was fraught with good roads, terrible roads and a tunnel having bare rocks at its ceiling. But we soldiered on and reached our overnight hotel and tucked ourselves in. We collected a couple of apples from a nearby branch, ate some more of them, and started from what we all thought was a mesmerizingly beautiful hill station. The lush green hills paved our way as we headed on towards Jispa. On the way, we came across Rohtang Pass, Rohtang meaning a pile of corpses in the Bhoti language. How metal is that? We carried on, checking out some encouraging signposts like this and sometimes having a serious discussion.
88 हो?
हाँ मेरे से बड़ा है.
सबसे बड़ा हुई.
88 कब?
नहीं.
मेरा अक्टूबर. तो तुम मेडी के बैचमेट ही हो ना?
हाँ मैं थोड़ा लेट से हूँ सब चीज़.
After a lunch amidst a herd of sheep grazing on a stark green hill, we continued our journey and reached Jisba in the evening, where we came across a beautiful sunset. Because it would take 12 hours to reach Leh, we started early and packed our breakfast, on which I slept accidentally. We reached Barlacha Pass and came across a unique dhaba a few kilometers ahead. You get a rejuvenating cup of tea to keep you warm from the inside, and beds, cushions and blankets from the hand-numbing cold outside. The roads went from being broken in some places to sometimes not being roads at all. It really is downright dangerous here if you're not careful while driving. Many lives were lost in these highways. Bikes, cars, even army trucks going down the mountain cliffs or getting hit by avalanches, never to be seen again. Exhausted totally by the travel on these notoriously terrifying roads, we stopped to have lunch at Pang. The delicious thukpa definitely coaxed some life into us. And Devjit entertained us with the puppet show.
ये स्लोमो में करना चाहिए।
वो स्लोमो में जो इंटेंस एक्शन हो वो करूँगा।
बहुत हो गया।
As the pristine green hills gave way to beautiful arid mountains, we reached Ladakh by 8 and checked in to a hotel, thoroughly recharged for the next day. Still dazed by the amazing landscape in our beautiful hotel, we left for our next destination, Nubra Valley. On the way, we crossed Khardongla. Interestingly, the Silk Route, one of the oldest trade routes from China to Europe, used to pass through here. After a refreshing Maggie at the top of the world, we soldiered on and reached our lunch stop. It was a small dhaba in front of the house of a very friendly and amiable owner. We finally reached what happens to be a desert with actual sand dunes and a river full of silt. Once we reached Nubra Valley, we got a look at the double hump camel, which apparently is found only in Afghanistan and Ladakh.
फोटो तो impossible है।
The landscape was staggering, the costumes so elegant, but the thing which made Ladakh so beautiful for us are its people. Morning gave us a glimpse on the most beautiful resort we have ever stayed in, Organic Retreat. We stayed in tents equipped with showers and king-size beds, had breakfast having veggies grown in the resort itself, and let our minds sink in this spellbinding place. On our way back to Leh, we stopped to look at Diskit Monastery and continued on, still awestruck by the sheer aridity and beauty of the surroundings. We then decided that since we are on sand dunes, why not enjoy a bit of quad biking? After cuddling some sweet puppies, the owner of the quad bike said he had a guitar. And guess what? On the way back, the water from one of the waterfalls got flooded on the road. So, along with the help of others, we unstuck a Maruti 800, dried our socks by the car windows, and came back to the oasis of Himalayas. this was our last day in Leh. So it better be good. After our taxi got overheated and cooled down again, we crossed across more beautiful scenery, some more beautiful bridges, really supportive slogans from Indian Army, and even a Subway restaurant. Finally, we spotted the symbol that is Ladakh, the yak. But what we saw later just blew our minds. Welcome everyone to Pangong Lake. After we clicked some photographs, and more photographs, and more photographs, we left the place, firmly believing we have crossed into some dimension and a bit closer to heaven. And with that, it was our time to leave for home. The roads became our friends. The drivers became our family. A place so pure and untouched by the outside world. And a land of people with golden hearts. It really was one of the toughest journeys we ever took. But it was one of the finest. And Ladakh went straight into our books as the place we will visit again. But these are my thoughts. Let's see what the rest of the gang have to say.
बताइए आपको कैसा लगा? पता नहीं। ये देखिए भाई बहन का प्यार बहुत ही सुंदर तरीके से दर्शाते हैं। और पीछे बैठे हुए हैं। देखिए
ये प्राइम मिनिस्टर के बाद ही आती है।
हाँ, प्राइम मिनिस्टर के बाद ही आती है। रुचि ने अपना जूते का छाप छोड़ के यहाँ पर जा रही है। और वहाँ पर एसआरडी अपने बाइसेप्स दिखा रहे हैं।
ऐसे डोले हिलाते हैं।
आर्मपिट्स भी दिखा रहे हैं।
थोड़ा बहुत आर्मपिट्स भी।
और हबीबी सो रही है आराम से साइड में।
ये
अभी भी सो
So we have 3 more days to go,
Including today, हाँ।
including today.
3 more days और मस्त वाला रोड आने वाला है थोड़ी देर
और ये
बाद।
सबसे बड़ा कमीना इन द वर्ल्ड।
Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is your host and your
जिसको बच्चे देखने वाले।
डरावना सपना इन लाइफ।
This is your dost and host.
Host and host।
Dost and host and host.
We were on the road for the better part of the 8 days, starting from Chandigarh and going to Manali, Jespa, Pang, Leh, visiting Nubra Valley and Pangong Lake, and back from Leh to Manali all the way to Delhi. It was a distance of about 2,300 kilometers, a journey fraught with high altitude, thin air, arid cold, and absolutely unforgiving roads. And you know what? We would like to do it all again.